When will you learn? DP. Uh-oh. Your actions have consequences. Uh-oh. Oh no. With its large cast of characters, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising has no shortage of fighters to explore, especially right now with a great portion of the cast doing well at various events. This also sparks a lot of discussion amongst players about who and what is good or bad. I mean, it's a fighting game, so that's a given. As a commentator and competitor for Granblue, I recognize the importance of having good information for the game. So I figured while I'm developing my own knowledge for the game, I'd share what I learned with others to encourage educated discussions and potentially help other players in their own journey in Granblue. With today's video, we're going to talk about Beatrix. Since her release, the headstrong society agent has long been touted as one of the strongest characters of the game, even after she was nerfed in an emergency patch. Sometimes though, we get a bit too hyperbolic or simplistic with explaining what is truly good about the character and why. As I've been playing Beatrix recently and winning tournaments with her, I believe I've become familiar enough to try and provide a more detailed idea of what exactly is so strong about her. So let's talk about Bee's game plan, what enables her to be effective in that game plan, some of her potential weaknesses, and then of course demonstrate that with some matches we'll play in. So I think as a baseline when evaluating a character and their strengths, you have to have an understanding of what the archetype of the character is, what their game plan is, and then understand what tools they have to sort of make that game plan effective and how they can force it on the opponent. She has a very simple rushdown oriented game plan, which is very consistent, especially when you consider how much it's complemented by a large suite of strong tools. The first thing that you got to know, which sort of establishes the overall threat with the character, is that she is an extremely high damage character anywhere on screen. I mean, I'm just gonna do a simple B&B here without having the power up active. Yeah, that is a chunk of your life bar, over half of your health bar done by just a simple B&B. Mid-screen, you can get like a hit like this. And I'm sure that's probably not even optimal, but again, we got a 6XL mid-screen and it converted to some pretty solid damage. And what you saw with that mid-screen combo illustrates another point, is that she has world-class corner carry when she gets a hit. So she can turn mid-screen situations or back to corner situations into surprise, surprise, we're in the corner and now I can threaten the immense amount of damage that I can get on a corner B&B. And again, I really do mean corner to corner. She has an unreactable 10-frame command grab in her unique skill, Nothing Is Forever. And this command grab buffs her damage and her combo potential at the cost of like very minimal self damage. So if you're the opponent, you know that this is going to be in the back of your mind when you're being pressured by Beatrix, because it opens up her offensive capabilities immensely if she lands this command grab. And like I said, it's 10 frames, it is unreactable, it is a true guess as to whether or not it comes out. Another good facet of her strike throw game is that she has multiple ways to reset pressure with plus frames or frame advantage, so she can keep the opponent blocking for longer while she has them under pressure. Some of the tools she can use to get some plus frames on her opponent include, but are not limited to, her heavy fireball here, which up close is +2 at a minimum, and I believe at a maximum it can be +8. Yeah, there you go. She also has her medium fireball, which has a gap in between pressure and is only -4 when up close, but if you space it out with a far normal, you can retain a good amount of plus frames. As you see, you got +21 over there. Her back special, Thunderbird, has 3 versions that all are +4 on block. They are the medium version, the heavy version, and the ultimate version. Similar to the fireball pressure that I showed you previously, the medium version does have a gap when she's rising up, and this enables counterplay for you to be able to react, dodge, and get a throw punish. Or if she's doing it up close to you while she's in the corner, you can actually walk underneath it if you are keen, switch sides, and get a healthy corner combo punish of your own. If she's spaced out at far normal range, I believe you have to be Lancelot, Seox, and Yule to be able to dash under it, but it's a lot more consistent to just do the react dodge counterplay that I showed you. This does not apply to the heavy and ultimate versions up close, however, because they have a hitbox on the way up, so it is a true block string. Interestingly enough, there are still ranges where the react dodge counterplay still works. If you're sitting at the tip of 2M range, which is this move right here, there will be a gap for the heavy version that you can use the same react dodge counterplay that I showed you with the medium version. However, for the ultimate version, this is only going to be true if she sits at far heavy range, because if she does it at 2M range or far M range, it will be a true block string on account of she moves a little bit more forward horizontally to force it to be a true block string, and you're not going to be able to dodge that. And of course, to wrap it all up, you have her classic frame traps off of close light, featuring close light into close M, which also combos naturally on hit, and her close light into close heavy, which links into itself on counter hit. With all of the pressure resets and the threat of tick throws, you know, weighing in the back of your mind, there's gonna be times where you are going to be a little bit fidgety. You're gonna wanna push a button to try to take your turn back. And unfortunately for you, if that happens to you while she has Delta Clock, the following can happen. Yeah, that is 2/3 of your life bar gone because you mashed on her. So tread carefully defending against this character. Now, this is all fine and dandy, of course, but it doesn't mean anything if she's not good in neutral, so she can't get in and impose her will. Fortunately for Beatrix here, she has a pretty strong neutral presence to help her get into a winning position. She's equipped with pretty solid dash speed as well as acceleration, which in turn makes her dash L very good, so having an approach tool like this and just being +2 in their face is very helpful for her. Her fireballs also help her play a pretty solid neutral game as well. She has her medium version, which has a pretty slow startup, but lags on screen for a little bit, so you can sort of chase behind it. Her ultimate fireball is a full screen projectile that goes through other fireballs, so if you catch your opponent doing something full screen, you get a full screen punish at the cost of 50% meter, and also gives hard knockdown. So like I just showed you, she's just already in there. And I would be especially remiss if I did not cover Riding Free, which is her down special. It's an extremely quick and low hitting burst option that she has. For all of my Guilty Gear heads, think of it like Soul Bad Guy's Night Raid Vortex. Since it's a quick low that's far advancing, especially the medium version, it can catch your opponent while they're walking back and forth with their standing, which are two, pretty common states in neutral in this game. If you're sharp enough, you can even use it to low profile fireballs like you just saw. So yeah, very, very, very good tool, which is also a matchup decider in some cases. You do need to be careful with the heavy and ultimate versions though, because they are unsafe on block. -6 if you do the ultimate version, and then -6 if you do the heavy version and don't do the follow-up. But you can also choose to frame trap with the follow-up Sapphire Slice, but that's -12 if they continue to block it out. So bit of a guessing game for the opponent, but at the end of the day, both versions are unsafe if they guess correctly. And she can also use her back special Thunderbird to be plus on block and in the opponent's face if they want to go ahead and do it that way. So you are definitely not without options at neutral. And then on the defensive end, of course, she has a 5-frame jab and a 6-frame 2L, which provide her with pretty good mash options to prevent the opponent from resetting pressure or to challenge gaps in the opponent's offense. And another privilege that she's afforded defensively is having a meterless reversal in her DP that allows her to have an invincible way out of gaps in the opponent's pressure as well. In summation, Beatrix as a strike throw character has very oppressive offense that's capped off with an absurd amount of damage if she gets the right touch or even just a simple touch anywhere on screen. And then in the other two phases, which are neutral and defense, she comes equipped with tools to sort of get herself on the offensive end, whether it's a quick burst option to get her right in the opponent's face to get started, or just using her DP or strong mash out options in order to just take her turn back in reverse phase. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've seen everything that I've shown you and you're like, all right, You've shown all of the strengths. You've shown that she is a very dominant character when she's allowed to get started, or even has the ability to get herself started pretty easily. So there has to be an Achilles heel to this character, right? I mean, she can't just be this strong and not have any huge drawbacks to her game plan. And to that I say, not really. I mean, she's not without weaknesses, of course, but I think that those weaknesses are not readily exploitable or very easy to prey upon like some of the other cast members in this game. But that's not to say that the character is without flaws. I mean, if she was, she'd, never lose. So hang tight with me for a moment as I explain. So if Beatrix is playing against a character with good pokes like my main Vera on the right there, because her best pokes in far M, 2M, and far H have some flaws that can be taken advantage of. Her far M and her 2M don't have the greatest range in the world, so that can be taken advantage of if you have a larger poke. And her large rangey normal, which is this far H here, as you see, it has 11 frame startup and is a considerably slower move that can be either whiff punished on recovery or can just be preemptively poked by, something like Vera's far M. Oftentimes, this far H is going to be the most represented poke in the poke war for Beatrix players, so definitely make a plan how you approach the matchup around that button. Another thing that may cause Beatrix to struggle is going against characters that have grounded fireballs, because they actually prevent her from using her main burst option in riding free. So as you see right here, I go against Siegfried. Riding free just doesn't go underneath that fireball because it's a grounded fireball, whereas with Jita's, as I demonstrated, she goes right underneath it. Now, of course, you can still threaten full jump or Thunderbird to call out these grounded fireballs, but you do run the risk of getting anti-aired if you are wrong. And in this game, if you get anti-aired, you can eat a heap of damage. So be careful if you're using those as call out options. And even with my character Vera that doesn't have a grounded fireball like Siegfried or Percival does, I do find success in the matchup by threatening 2M and taking up that space. So Beatrix does have to think twice about the approaches that she's going to use to get up in my face. So the opponent is not without options in terms of picking at a weakness or making it a little bit more challenging for Beatrix to get in and get started. It's just gonna take a little bit more practice, a little bit more repetition, as opposed to some of the other characters that have more exploitable weaknesses out of the gate. So taking into account her strong and stable game plan and pairing it with the tougher to exploit weaknesses, again, they're there, but like I said, you have to be a little bit more practiced in the matchup to fully play into the character at a consistent level. That comes together to present a very favorable matchup spread for Beatrix. Like, you're not gonna go into a tournament as a Beatrix player and say, man, I really hope I don't run into this character today. The one character that I think could present problems for her consistently is maybe Siegfried, but again, she pretty much competes well with the whole cast. She doesn't outright lose to many characters, if at all. We do have some empirical evidence of Artorias winning over Beatrix at Evo, but on the other end, you have Gamera winning over Tororo with Percival. So, I mean, results may vary. Now, Professor Zamir here has given you the lecture in the theory, but of course, you need to see it all in practice before you fully understand the material. So let's get into some matches, why don't we? Expect a lot of scamming in this session. And what better character to start it off with? Okay. Okay, I see what we're doing. I see exactly what kind of player this is. Oh, I tried to guard cancel. What happened? There we go. How did I know? How did I know? Can I kill here? Nope. Yeah, I think I know exactly what kind of Vera player this is. Are you kidding me? -6! Oh, I thought I could get the punish there, but that's what I get for having a slow far heavy. I should have just done 2M. This is where the magic happens. Can I get them to stand up into a command grab? Okay, they just jumped. I should have known. Nice jumps. All right, we both messed up, but I mean, you and I both know who's gonna benefit more from the other person messing up. When will you learn? DP? Uh-oh. Your actions have consequences. Uh-oh. Oh no. The crazy thing is I play Beatrix still like Vera-like. I should be a little bit more belligerent and neutral, especially with that rising or that riding free. I need to be a little bit more liberal with that because again, -4 on block, baby. Oh, where was my 2L? Uh-oh. Robbery in progress. Robbery in progress. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What could I do? Command grab. No! My robbery. What happened to my robbery? It was gonna work. Oh, baby. High health character? Does she live? Place your bets. If you said yes, if you're a rock thrower, congratulations, you got your channel points back. All right, so they go here and then they like to jump. Uh-oh, you're being read for filth. What? Thanks for the gift, I guess. Oh, fuzzies. Oh, why did... Oh! Okay, it doesn't matter. I missed the punish, bro. I'm missing these punish windows. I suck, but I still pulled it through. Let's go. Damn. Watch this. All right, I got what I wanted. DP. Even better. Robbery. Robbery. This game is great, bro. Who's Charlotter? What is a Zamir Stills video without Charlotter? Unfortunately, I don't have the privilege of Vera heavy buttons. You mashed when I was running up to you. Can I get them to sit still so I can command grab them? Correct. Oh, baby. Oh, nice. I'll give it up. No. I guess that's one of the downsides. Oh, okay, they've literally mashed every time I've run up, so I'm gonna do dash L next time. How cool it is. You're gonna learn a block. You're gonna learn a block one way or the other. One way or another. I'm gonna learn how to use words properly. Okay, I had the hit I needed. Oh no, I stood up and I didn't. I thought it was Vera. I think Vera's close heavy would have hit in time, but probably not Beatrix's. Oh well. I have an idea. No, my idea. I'm dead. That's what I get. I hella deserve that. I hella deserve that. All right. I was gonna command grab them to kill 3 times in a row. Okay. Here we go. All you need is one. All you need is one touch. Oh, that's good for me. All right. Consider myself settled. There's the Beatrix gameplay that we love to see. Nice. Ah, low profile, baby. I gotta be careful because of Anthem. What? Oh, I'm so good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got scammed. Oh, I deranked them? Man, that's unfortunate. Sorry, Bubsy. She goes underneath all of them? That's fucked up, bro. Nice. That is so crazy. Uh-oh. I never get tired of this. I feel like I should get tired of it, but I'm not tired of it yet. Oh, I just tried to... All right, Beatrix brain is happening right now. DB! Aw. I want to take a BP out. There we go. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Oh man, this character is way too much fun, man. This character is just way too much fun. As much fun as I'm having with Beatrix, don't worry, I'm still locking in with Vera. If you want to see more Granblue videos, however, definitely make sure to let me know, because I want to make a Vakala video, because I think we've had enough time to figure out what character that she is. And you know, there's also some more Vera training videos and some other characters that I want to talk about as well. So if you do enjoy it, let me know in the comments, or leave a like and a subscribe, or share it with another Skyfarer / Granblue player that you think could get a kick out of videos like this. But until next time, I have been Zamir Stills, and thank you so much for watching this video.